Scion's newest car is small. How small? Well, owners will have to get used to people saying, "Dude, where's the rest of your car?"
What we're trying to do with this car is really created what we call a premium micro subcompact car.
Mission accomplished. It's only 10 feet long. The wheels are pushed out to the very ends of the chassis.
Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what car Scion is targeted here. Need another hint? The name? IQ. Pretty smart, huh?
On my way to do the TP trunk test, I ran into this smart owner.
John Bickley.
What does John think of the IQ?
It has a back seat. I really like that.
That's right. Unlike the smart car, this tiny Scion has rear seating.
Very nice.
Engineers carved out space from the passenger side of the dash, so the front seat has lots of travel.
Your best bet for getting anybody back here is to have the front passenger slide all the way forward. On the driver's side, there is no legroom.
Intelligent people will call IQ a three-seater at best. Through this slit, you'll find a 1.3-liter engine. It makes 94 horsepower. The only transmission is a continuously variable automatic. IQ has more brains than Brawn. 0 to 60 takes nearly 12 seconds, though off the line it feels peppy enough. It's surprisingly stable at highway speeds for a car with a short wheelbase. 2 lots of U-turns? This could be your dream car.
IQ has a very tight turning radius. Anybody getting sick yet?
It shines in tight urban driving. No doubt 2 IQs could park in the shadow of one of these.
The continuously variable transmission on the IQ shifts pretty smoothly, a huge advantage over the Smart.
Floor the throttle, and like most continuously variable transmissions, it lets the engine spool up and drone until it reaches cruising speed.
At highway speeds, IQ, fairly stable for a car with a short wheelbase and moderately quiet because of an acoustical windshield.
Fuel economy, EPA rated at 36 city, 37 highway. IQ starts at 16 grand with destination. That gets you a creative cabin with good looking and feeling materials.
Sitting in the driver's seat looking forward, IQ seems very normal, almost roomy, until you turn around and find you can touch the rear window with your finger. Now, a lot of people are going to look at this and say, my goodness, that is a tiny car.
Yes.
And I do not feel safe.
Safety is always one of the top things that people think of when you think of cars, and then especially when you think of a small car. It has 11 standard airbags, which is the most in the industry, including the world's first rear window airbag.
There are even units in the cushions to keep people positioned correctly. There are some small cubbies, but no glove box. That means this optional tray will be a very popular item. And remember, Scion is all about customization.
Yes, everyone will have a different IQ.
There's a joke there. I'll spare you. Except for color, all IQs are identical when delivered to the showroom. Buyers then choose wheels, body trim, and sound systems. All are dealer-installed options.
The way we sell our cars is really like ordering off a menu a la carte. If you want to add a spoiler, you can add a spoiler. If you want to add navigation, you can add navigation. You want to drop it and put it on TRD lowering springs, you can do that as well. But what we don't do is basically force people into multi-option packages.
Great, but show some willpower. IQ can easily cross the 20 grand threshold adding accessories. The speedometer and tach are very clear. This gauge that includes fuel level is both busy and hard to read.
It's kind of the rule when doing the TP trunk test that the back seat is in the upright position. Do that with the IQ and you can barely get a pair of socks in there.
There's a little room here. No spare tire, just a repair kit. That saves weight and space, important with a car like this. A smart car can wedge 2 bundles back here. IQ is significantly larger, swallowing 6, about the same as a mid-sized sedan.
But one of the most important things with every Scion is it comes with what we call pure price. And what that is, it's a no haggle, no hassle policy.
Considering price, IQ competes with Fiat 500, Ford Fiesta, Mazda 2, Nissan Versa, and Hyundai Accent. All generally have traditional back seats. So ironically, IQ sales will depend a lot on charm, not pure logic.
No, I love all of our other cars are Toyotas, so, you know, if the option was available when I bought my smart car, I would have certainly considered a Toyota.
Clever, hip, and ready for customization, IQ is a no-brainer if your biggest need is something small. IQ will not be available everywhere in the US right away. Toyota is using the same rollout procedure they did when Scion was a new brand, starting on the West Coast first, then onto the Sun Belt, third is the East Coast, and then finally the Midwest area. Check with your Scion dealer for more information. A few of you know that this car is also available in premium form as the Aston Martin Signet. I'm not kidding. Not here in the States, though.
Remember, in other parts of the world, the IQ will be branded a Toyota. That's because the Scion brand is unique in the North American market. Hope you've enjoyed this preview of the Scion IQ. That's Driven. I'm Tom Volk.